Your cheating heart will make you weep. You'll cry and cry.
Well, hello again to another episode of How to Do Atkins Low Carb. Today's episode has to deal with the more controversial subject of cheating. There are many people and cynics of the Atkins diet who will say that cheating can help you break plateaus, or that you can't be expected to do a diet 24 hours a day for the rest of your life. You have to have some fun. It's not realistic to expect that you'll never have some pasta again or some cheesecake. Plus, additionally, you shouldn't get depressed or guilty when you cheat because it's natural. It's inevitable to cheat. You can't be expected not to have at least one good day of eating. Well, here's how I would respond to it. You have to evaluate yourself first. When you take a day off from exercise, do you usually end up taking a week off before you realize it? Are you currently battling cravings for off-plan foods while strictly eating the phase that you are in? Or are you currently in control of your eating, or are you still liable to overeat and eat until you're overwhelmed? My thoughts are, if you have battles with any of these above issues, is that you're probably not a good candidate for taking a day off the diet, as you're not currently exhibiting the control that you need to return back to the diet when you need to. But let's deal with cheating and what it is first. First of all, it is not just what you eat. Like I said in my last episode, it is also cheating yourself from doing exercise when you know you should be out there working out. It also depends upon what phase you're in. Cheating in the induction phase is relatively cut and dried. It is simply eating stuff that is not on the acceptable foods plan. Cheating in the latter phases of the diet, however, depends upon you knowing what foods are acceptable for the rung that you are in and what your CCLL, which is the critical carbohydrate level for losing, is for yourself. It is not simply that you ate a French fry or a chocolate brownie. It is eating too much of them over and top your CCLL, or eating them when you're not in that particular rung or phase of the diet. In fact, I know of certain Atkineers who are very successful in maintaining their weight loss, who speak of eating a candy bar every once in a while now. It's not the candy bar every day that they used to eat and still be within control. Now that we've dealt with what cheating is and is not, let's deal with the effects of cheating on an Atkineer's diet. First of all, it often brings back the induction flu symptoms that you thought had gone away. Specifically the nausea and the headaches. I've received many reports from other Atkineers that after they had their weekly splurge or their monthly splurge, that they wish to God that they hadn't done it due to the nausea that it led to. Worse yet, also leads to the reawakening of cravings that you thought had been silenced. And it is my opinion that often that you don't feel the same urge for something you haven't had in quite a while as something that you just had last week. And finally, if your body does respond to the cheat, it is probably the worst effect of the cheating is that you now have to deal with a mental game of perhaps I should cheat more often to see results happen. And maybe it becomes I cheat every day, and then which inevitably leads returning back to the original weight that you started with. In my head, it would only give me license to cheat more often and would lead to a revolving cycle of weight loss and weight gain and what's termed yo-yo dieting. It's like a junkie trying to chase the initial high. I've seen too many Atkineers on my forums express regret that one weekend away or a vacation off the diet led to many months of off-plan eating and returns to their original starting weight. In the end, For me, it was simply easier to eat the same way each and every day. No day was special. No day deserves me the right for me to screw it up and eat something that I will later regret. Who needs another vice? One off meal per week or one. There is no golden watch for those, however, who stay cheat-free versus those who do not. This is not meant to chastise those who cheat. It is simply meant to help those who are struggling with a diet and don't believe perseverance is possible. Let me tell you this, it is certainly possible, and I've proved it for the last 2 years, that you can eat cheat-free for a long, extended time. And I do know of other Atkineers who've stayed cheat-free for much longer than that. If you can plan your cheat for one day or one meal per week and still be successful, having that control must be a wonderful thing. However, I can only advocate the plan that worked successfully for me and is the surest plan, in my opinion, for future success. With that, it concludes this episode on cheating. I'm sure I'll deal with it again in the future, and I thank you for watching this episode. Thank you.
Your cheating heart will tell on you.